Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am a tad late today. Yeah, the kids have been trying to get their homework done this morning and I didn't do it yesterday. Yeah, no reason. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day already. Ours isn't too bad. Riley's done his homework this morning. Then I received a notification to say, it didn't come off, they're going to change the way they do their schoolwork online now because they found a new app where they can kind of interact with their teachers. So they sent me Ellie's details this morning and her registration pin or whatever it's called. And she's been on there and it says, leave a message if you've read this just so we know that you're on and it's working. So she's done that. I'm just waiting for the notification for Riley's now. But they did ring me again yesterday to make sure that I'm not probably sending her back before the 6-week summer holidays.
Dad said he might try to get me on the last day.
He's only joking. And I said probably not. And then he said, well, if not too many year 6 parents aren't going to send their kids back in, we're allowed to open it up for so many places for all the other years. Would I consider sending Riley? Nope. All right then. He said, well, usually at the end of year 6, it's their last year in primary before secondary. So they normally, get to say goodbye to their teachers and what have you. But because they're not going to, he did inform me that they're going to try and arrange something for either September, October or November. Something like that, so they can actually go in and speak to the teachers that they had and say goodbye. On to the next chapter of her education. She spent the last few days looking for a bag for secondary school. And in case you hadn't noticed, I'm working on Riley's diamond painting. I wanted to say cross stitch, but I knew it was wrong. He still doesn't know about it and I haven't touched it in quite a while. So I figured I'd better crack on and do some on this. So yeah, Ellie's been searching for a school bag that's big enough because we did say to her it's not like primary school. You have to carry all your lesson books around with you for that day and your PE kit as well if you've got PE that day. So she decided she wanted a bag that would be big enough to fit books and PE kit in. She doesn't want to carry multiple bags, which I don't blame her. Been there, done that. I only had a little rucksack, so my PE kit was in a separate bag. Hopefully you guys have been having an awesome week so far. Ours has been a bit weird. Weather's just been, the last 3 days it's been storms. So we've sort of had a bit of a bright morning and then come the afternoon, early evening, it's gone really dark. Me and Tyler, we sat in his bedroom window, not last night, the night before, just watching the forks of lightning come down. It was amazing. Considering I'm, in my 40s, it still never ceases to amaze me when I sit and watch. It's funny really because I was telling Tyler about when I grew up and how if there was a storm, which there was a lot more of them when I was younger, my dad would open the back door, we'd all stand in the doorway watching it. We loved it as kids, but it turns out I think he did it on purpose because his mum, which is my nan, didn't like it and she'd hide in the wardrobe. And I don't think he wanted that for us, so he kind of taught us that, it's just a storm. Just never stand under a tree. And it's funny, but I was telling Tyler, this is just one of them things I happen to have noticed as I've grown up. The smell of rain, it's like you've had a really nice sunny day and it's really warm, it's muggy, and then it starts raining and there's that smell. You just can't describe it, but it's really, really weird but nice. The smell of rain when it's hitting the warm tarmac. And is that another one, is it, Elle? I must have about 10 bags on my watch list on eBay at the minute.
It doesn't say how many pockets it has.
Does it not show you in an image?
Well, I don't know if that's 2 or it just joins as one big pocket.
Does it not show you in another image, like if you swipe across?
No, they're all basically the same.
Go into item description then. Go down a bit and it'll say item description or something.
I'm in description.
Oh, what does it say?
It doesn't say anything about zippers and like how many.
Anyway, my last week ended really, really naff. Early hours, I think it was Saturday morning, I got woken up by a migraine. That was awful, and it kind of stuck with me all day. Although I'd taken, you know, ibuprofen and paracetamol, it got rid of the worst of it, if that makes sense. But you know when you can still feel that little niggle in your head and it just stays with you for the whole day? Yeah, that's how I felt on Saturday. Sunday, it was a bit better. I felt the headache coming on later on that day, so I had to pop some more painkillers that day. But thank goodness Monday when I got up, it was all gone. It's the worst when you're woken up with a migraine. Oh, doing your trick, Ellie, sticking myself to the canvas. I finally got that Fortnite Skin logo charted, and my my big piece of squared paper was huge, so I decided to go into an online thing called Stitch Fiddle. Some of you might have heard of it before. It's not the best because you have to pay for it if you want like the advanced features like margins. I couldn't set how wide I wanted the margins, so when it actually printed off, the picture was probably only this wide and the paper was like out here. So yeah, unless I pay for it, which I don't want to do, but I'm not sure if there are any other apps or online things that I can use to design my own. I don't want to import a picture and do it that way. I draw myself, because when you pick an image and put it in, it must give you like 50,000 different colours, and I don't want to do that. So I'd rather just kind of design it and put it in myself, which Stitch Fiddle allowed me to do, but I just can't alter the settings on it, which is a shame. Came out really nice though, really, really nice, didn't it, Elle?
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie kind of frowned at me when I screwed up my massive piece of white squared paper. Funky.
It looks like things.
It does actually. Ah.
That's cute.
She didn't realise I'd actually got it all into the app and it was saved.
No, but I didn't find the point in you doing it just
because I can't. There's no point me keeping it. I've got it as a PDF now.
Then what's the point drawing it out?
Because I have to draw it out to copy from it to put into the app.
Why couldn't you get it on a squared grid on Google and then copy from there?
Because I was copying it from the enlarged image I did. I did the small image, then I enlarged it, then I went over it with the baking sheet, tracing paper, and then can put it onto the squared paper.
This looks like a good bag. I want the one that looks like Binks.
She's found a bag with a cat's face on it, and it happens to look like Binks. To be fair, she's found loads of bags.
Yeah. But some of them
I think every day we've been finding like 5 or 6 new ones. If not more. Yeah.
40 centimetres by 30.
Oh, sorry guys. Look. It does look like our binks. There you go. Right, let's do that one. Next, the Hazard 301.
I got hair on my face.
Well, that's because you sit there playing with your hair half the day. Ellie has this, it's not a nasty habit, but it's a habit all the same. She sits there and twirls her hair. Or she'll grab a section and she'll just keep stroking it. She's mad.
This is a weird bag.
Funky.
Life is full of sunshine.
Sunshine. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thought we were doing a serious search for a bag. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
I don't get why they would do a black and white version of Life is Full of Sunshine, but then do like a galaxy version. Okay then. To be honest, I want the penguin. That seems cool.
Do you know what I've just noticed as well? I still haven't done the review on that paint by numbers kit. I really must get that done. So then that's done and out the way. So far this week I haven't even touched my cross stitch. But we've been letting the kids go out the back on their bikes every day for a bit of exercise up and down the back. Oops. Missed it. Riley's enjoying it. I apologise if you hear voices. It sounds like the Chinese are out the back. They're starting to cook up their meals, I think. I think it's the Chinese anyway. Never mind. They're not normally noisy or anything, but just in case you hear them. I don't know where Ellie's gone, but she's gone. She hasn't taken my tablet, so I'm not sure what she's doing. She's supposed to be doing her homework, but she said she wanted to look for a bag, so... Missed. God, it's really warm in here when I shut that front room door. It's like my front room just holds the heat really bad. I finally as well ordered another cross stitch. I got a £10 Amazon voucher. Now Amazon's not the best for cross stitches. A lot of them seem to be pre-printed onto the fabric and I really don't like them ones. I did one of those. Ugh. I think my tongue stopped working. I did one of those. Oh my goodness. I think I'd had Reese then. He was about 18 months old. He's 20 now, so that shows how long ago it was. And there was this little garden centre style shop called Harry Tuffins, I think it was at the time. And we were going around there having a look around, and they had this cross stitch in a box, sort of style, yeah, envelope type thing. And I apologise, there's a helicopter going out. Sounds like the air ambulance actually. And when he took it out of the packet, it was all printed onto the fabric. I didn't know any better, so I did it, but I'd never do it again. I don't like it pre-printed, because when you finished it then you've then got to go back to the picture anyway to find out where the back stitch needs to be. I hope you guys can see. Coffee. I hope you guys paused me and went and grabbed a drink. I wouldn't want you to go thirsty. Any over there? Nope. Where did you go, Al?
Nowhere.
Finally got Ellie to do some of her diamond painting the other day. She says she hates setting it all out because they're all in individual bags and there is 90 colours. So what we've sort of decided to do when she gets it out now is put them in piles. Anything under 100, just shut the door out. Anything under 100, then a pile of 100s, then the 200s. And it works. It's just getting it all out and setting it all up.
It took me like half an hour just to do one square.
Because you kept watching the telly. I got a lunar hair. How's that happened? Binks has been very cautious the last few days. What with all the storms, I think the last 2 days we've had storms, is it? Possibly 3, and we're due some more again this afternoon. But he hides under my bed. And he's been really, really cautious when he's been going out lately. He doesn't go far. I don't know if he can sense them or... But yeah. He keeps popping in and out of the house because we leave the back door open. It's hot anyway, so... And he'll just toddle in and out as and when he feels like it. But more so the last couple of days with the storms and everything, so I'm thinking he either senses or he's just, it's made him nervous or wary. He spent most of the night under my bed, but when I got up he was actually on the computer chair in Ellie's room. So he must have come out at some point and thought, oh, it's all right now. Missed it. He's such a scaredy cat though. Any slight noise or, you know, bang, he panics. He doesn't like bin lorries. We've discovered that one. And I think he knows what day they're due as well, because he'll go out but he won't go far. And as soon as the bin lorry shows up, that's it, he bombs in the house. He's ever such a funny character, is Binks. Him and Luna are hilarious with each other. He will chase her sometimes, and then other times she'll chase him. But they smack each other on the bum. It's funny. Binks will walk past Luna. She'll tap his bum as he walks past. Or the other way around. Binks will tap Luna's bum as she's walking past. And like, it's hilarious, honestly. They're a right pair. Oh, there's some more there. I think I'm going to get my cross stitch out this afternoon, being as I haven't touched it yet this week. What are you asking me to look at?
The pattern one.
You haven't done the top one, have you?
I'm stuck on it.
Oh. She's decided to get on with her own work now.
After looking at bags for like half an hour.
Yep.
Can you read?
I can read, yeah. I learnt that at school. Actually, I didn't learn that at school. Did you know I could read before I went to nursery? It is cool. I'd ask my mother how, but she's not here. Right. Aileen and Rowan are converting 3.657 litres into millilitres.
I don't know whether it would be thousands or a decimal.
How many millilitres are in a litre? Do you think it's 100, do you?
Yeah. I don't know if that's correct.
Hang on. Do you know what? I don't actually know. Go and ask your dad. I haven't got a clue. It's been a long time since I've, done any of that business. I think you might be right though. 832. The next colour. Where are we? There. Like I said before, Rob's the mathematician. I am the English. Even though they've changed the way they name everything in English. And it's just confusing to me. Like Riley's yesterday was, he was given I think 4 or 5 words and he had to make a multi-clause sentence with those words, and he just looked at me and I just looked at him. We'll leave that one, Riley. I haven't got a clue. I know you can contact the school and the teachers and stuff, but they've actually got pupils in school, so I don't want to bug them. And I tried looking it up on the internet as well. Well, that didn't get me far either. This homework, like I tell you, it's been fun. But thankfully with the new app actually, I won't have to write anything out because it's all done on there now. But it'll probably start tomorrow because it'll just be an easier system. So I haven't got to write anything out. I haven't got to rely on anyone to print anything. It's all good. If you hear anything, I apologise because actually my window's quite wide open, so it doesn't usually get too noisy around here, so just if you do hear anything, that's why. But even with the windows open, the front room door's shut, so it's still like an oven in here. How many is it, Elle?
1,000.
There you go. So which answer do you think is correct then?
Whatever that says.
Rowan? No. That's in hundreds.
I've given up.
Look. Excuse me guys, I've done 3.657 into millilitres. There's 1,000 of those in one of those. So that's 3,000.
Ah, okay.
You got it. I did get a C in maths, I shouldn't complain. I didn't do too bad.
A what in maths?
A C.
What does that mean?
That's just the old grading system, the way they used to do it. An A, B, C, D, E.
F.
When I was at school it was an E, but I went to college in my 30s and I redid my science and my maths. And I got a C. I upgraded from an E to a C in maths, which was great. and I upgraded my science from a D to a B. I tell you what though, trying to learn all that stuff later on in life's not easy. Especially when you've got kids and you've got to come home and look after them, when you're trying to do work that you need to get done at home because you haven't got enough time at college. So, but I did it. I need to move them. There's a truck out the back. You can probably hear that. I can't mute it or anything. You should try 2 o'clock in the morning when you hear that outside. And they just sit there with their engine running like, you know, there's no houses around or anything. It's annoying. That's good. He didn't even stop. Bye. Sit still.
I'm not trying to make it squeak.
You're not sitting still, so that's hardly gonna, you know, help, is it? You got your silly head on. Sit still, because you're knocking the table. Do your own work.
This chair is annoying me.
Don't sit there then. I did get it. Musical chairs.
There you go, it's done.
Alright then. Missed. Oh. By the way, that's the image I'm doing in case I didn't show you before. I don't think I did. Yoshi and Mario, 2 of Riley's favourite characters. Only 2. He's got a long list. Hasn't he, Elle? Riley's got a long list of characters that he likes. Toy Story characters, Woody and Buzz.
Power Rangers.
Then we've got the Power Rangers. Then we've got Monsters Inc. characters. Then there's Yoshi and Mario. He's not so keen on Luigi. I think it's Yoshi more than Mario, but I know he'll like it.
I bet he'll put that right beside his bed as well.
Of course he will.
Do you know the owl I'm painting we have on the wall upstairs?
The owl?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. The special drill one. Yeah.
Whenever you close the door, it feels like it's staring at you.
It's good, isn't it? Does it freak you out?
No, not really. It just seems weird.
We got all them other diamond paintings we need to get done as well, Ellie.
I've got like 3 upstairs.
And all the ones down here. We need to get a crack on with them.
No, there's 4 upstairs. 1 down
Missed.
here. No, 2 down here.
There's some under there, remember?
There's... I don't know. Can't count from it. 4 under there. There's quite a lot. And then there's... Wait. I'm trying to count. Then there's your one.
You mean my Haid?
Trying to count how many there are that aren't finished.
fairy one. You've got the Pokemon one. It's in the bag behind me.
There's 2 in the bag behind you.
I know, I can't think what the other one is. You're going to look now.
Oh, it's Riley's cat one.
It's what?
Riley's cat. The picture of the cat.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally only just
The Christmassy
under 4,
one.
though.
I know. He's not as into it as the rest of us. That's why I said I'd do this one for him. Otherwise it'd never get done. Oops.
Dry spellings.
Yeah. They're on that piece of paper.
Yeah, piece of paper.
Buried under there. Yeah, I went on Amazon yesterday. Used the gift card, and then I had to put another $4.99 towards it. Paid for it, didn't think anything of it, and I never gave it another thought for the rest of the day. And then early evening, I picked up my tablet and it says payment declined. I forgot I got a new bank card that morning and I activated it going to the cash points. So my old one doesn't work. So I had to then go back onto Amazon and, yeah, put my new card details in. Such a plonker, I should have known.
What's an extract?
What's it saying?
List the differences between the 2 extracts below.
Pieces of writing.
Okay.
I thought you were doing your spellings.
No, I've done my English.
Oh. Need to get a wriggle on then, lady. Missed. Come on.
I'm tired.
Tell you what though, considering I haven't touched my cross stitch or anything else really like diamond painting this last few days, I have cracked on with my knitting. And I've had to start over, I think, 3 times. Oh dear. The back was fine. I got on with the back. And then it came to the left front. And Riley got his talkative head on the last couple of days. So he kept putting me off. And it wasn't until I turned it over and looked at the front I realised one section was bigger than the other. And I was not undoing it to try and figure out what row I was on. So I just ripped it all out. Started again 3 times. And yesterday I've actually got further than I got in the previous 2 days. So I've put it down for now and I'm going to pick it back up when I'm not tired. If I'm tired I will make a mistake, guaranteed, and then I will just kick myself and call myself names. It's funny really, but I'm quick to say to the kids, well, shouldn't do it when you're tired, you know. You make mistakes, but I can't take my own advice. It's worse as an adult though, Ellie, because you think I just want to finish this, so tomorrow I've got less to do. But then tomorrow you've got to fix all the mistakes you made from the day before. We haven't really been up to anything else, have we, Ellie? It's been a bit boring. We've been reading like the local news and stuff to catch up on what the governments say and stuff like that. And my other half read something this morning about parents were cutting the chains on the children's play parks so the kids could go and play. They're actually not allowed to play on there. Not at the moment. It hasn't been lifted. So police are going round now. My dad rang me the other day and he said, did I want him to come round or did I want him to stay away? No, stay away. Stay away. Protect you, protect us. Not just because I think you might have it, but no one knows. And my dad's in his 60s, so, you know, I don't want him to come round here just in case. Because people of his age are generally not surviving it, so. And he's already at risk anyway because he's a home carer. So he goes in and cooks people dinner and tea and washes and dresses them and stuff like that. And he works in one of the highest areas for cases at the minute. So, no, you stay where you are, I'll stay where I am. I know it's not the best, but, you know, ring me, you know, text me. I can still stay in contact, just safely. And there, our local council have been spraying signs, kind of. You know when you put a stencil on the floor and then you spray paint over it and it leaves a picture behind? Well, they've done that kind of thing and it says, stay safe, leave space. And it shows you these two little stick figures with 2 meters and an arrow written in the middle. We've been spraying all the pavements. That's been, yeah. I still go out and I still wear a mask. I won't go out without one. I don't mind so much when I'm out walking. It's when I start, because I only go out if I go to the shop and I do, you know, grocery shopping. It's the only time I go out. So I might leave it off on the way down to the supermarket, but before I even, you know, approach the store, my mask is on. And I just leave it on then until I get home. And then I gel my hands, wash my hands, whatever, when I get home. And then we wash the masks. We've got the washable ones now, so I don't have to keep disposing of them all the time. Oh, poor Tyler, we were wetting ourselves yesterday. He was on his paper round. We told him to go. We always tell him to go early, especially with the weather being as it has been the last few days with the storms and stuff. Then yesterday, he will always ring us off his paper round. I think he's just bored. And he was speaking to his dad, and then all I heard was, oh my God, please tell me it's not starting to rain. Oh yeah, it did. It hammered it down. Poor time. It stopped when he came home. He looked like a drowned rat. But he owned it so well. He did his little dab dance as he's coming up the garden, soaking wet. I gave him a towel, but he didn't use it. Tyler's my comedian. He says things and does things that are really daft. It just makes you laugh. You done? No? What?
The difference.
The difference? What?
This one.
List the differences between the two extracts below. Think about the genre, audience, purpose, structure and language used. So who each one is aimed at.
Yeah.
What kind of category does it fit in?
I think it's different because basically they're talking
Who's
to
it?
themselves.
Yeah, who's it aimed at? What's the purpose of it? So why have they wrote it? How's it structured? And what language is used? Is it formal? Is it?
I don't know.
Well, you you got to learn these things.
What have I got to write though?
Exactly what I've just said to you.
Beneath.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, they're both diary entries, I think.
But otherwise it would say dear diary.
The first one does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the second one doesn't.
It doesn't have to, though. Because it's when you write a diary, it's written on the specific day anyway. Huh? I think so. One's kind of...
They're talking to themselves.
Well, both of them, they're talking to themselves. They're telling you what happened on that day. But one... When you're writing a diary entry, who's it aimed at?
Yourself.
Well, it's only there for you to read, isn't it?
Unless one goes through your stuff.
Well, yeah, you know. There's always that. Missed it again.
So one are basically talking to themselves.
Well, yeah. Didn't want to pick up my diamond then. Someone's having a wicked conversation outside. Oh, we had a dilemma the other day. Oh my goodness. Tyler really upset me. He's such a wally.
Wow.
I have a seat in the front room on one of the sofas that I prefer to sit in because then I've got my craft stuff kind of around me and nobody's going to moan at me that I'm taking up the whole settee because it's only a 2-seater anyway and there's a big 3-seater the other side. Anyway, Tyler sat in my seat in the morning. He knows when I've had my breakfast and stuff, that's where I sit. And he was sitting in my seat. So I came in. I always have a hot chocolate in the morning. I don't have one before bed. I like it in the morning. So I got me hot chocolate. I put it on my little side table, which is near where I sit. I said to Tyler, come on, shift your bum. And he made a joke of it. No. Well, he uses my tablet for his homework and he doesn't know the password to my tablet, so he gave me the tablet and said, can you unlock it? So I walked away from him, unlocked it, and I put it on the other end of the 3-seater, so he'd actually got to get up to fetch it. Anyway, I said to him, because he just kept staring at it from my seat, and I said to him, I'm not unlocking it again because I've unlocked it for you. So if it goes off, you're in trouble. Anyway, he gets up and he goes, fine. You know, the typical teenage response. And as he got to the other sofa, I didn't sit straight away. I don't know why I didn't actually. But he got to the other sofa, he realised that the tablet had locked. He says, oh well, the tablet's locked. And he dived across the front room to try and get back into my seat before me. We ended up kind of having a bit of a scuffle and he knocked my hot chocolate over. I hadn't touched this hot chocolate, so it was a full cup. And right down the side of my table, I have my little bag with all my wool in it for the L blanket, all the white
Also 1 in 10.
and the squares and the octagons and whatever it is I've made, and it all went everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Tyler stood the cup back up, just looked at me, and I just walked away. I went outside, I pegged the washing out, came back in. Tyler was trying to clean my wool with a baby wipe. I'm like, for goodness sake, just leave it. Just go. He said, I didn't mean it. Just go. So he tottered off upstairs. He didn't speak to me till gone dinner time. I had to put my ball of wool inside this net bag, along with all my pieces that I've made so far. Because I've actually found some more white wool, I've managed to do a bit more. So they were all in there. So I've had to pull out the ones that have got covered in hot chocolate, because it would stain. Put them into a net bag that goes in the washing machine. Tie it so it can't all unfold inside the washing machine. And put it on a quick wash. It's a good job I've got a Vax as well, I tell you. It was all across my rug, it was all across my carpet. Yeah, to say I was a bit upset. I wasn't angry, I was just upset that he'd chosen to, you know, mess about and fight with me. But no harm done. Wool's washed, carpet's washed. Just don't do it again. I think he's learned his lesson. He knows my crafts are, you know, like sacred. Don't touch my crafts. To be fair, I'm surprised Riley hasn't knocked a drink over by now. He runs round. I tell you what, he's got so much energy some days. He's like bouncing off the walls and it's just crazy.
What does formal mean?
Read the question. What's it asking you? Or what's it saying?
It says James has written the sentence below. According to my mate Steve, you've told everyone that it was me who busted the mirror in the loo. Even though I wasn't there on Monday, he says I have written this sentence in a formal tone.
Does it sound formal?
I don't know what
like
formal means.
Formal's when you write a letter to someone and you kind of...
No description.
You just say you're not being... I don't even know how to explain it. Just a nice letter that you're writing to someone. Just a letter.
Was it special?
Yeah, there's nothing special about it. You're just writing to someone. Do you really think it's formal? Reread the passage. Listen to the words he's used.
To my mate. That's no.
No. According to my mate. In other words, my mate's told me. Keep reading.
You told everyone that it was me who busted the mirror in the school room.
Okay. So someone's accused him.
Even though he wasn't
So
there.
does it sound like a formal letter? Does he sound like he's being formal? According to my mate, you told everyone it was me who smashed the mirror in the loo when I wasn't even there. Does it sound formal?
I don't know.
No, he actually sounds like he's... Well, if he said that normally, if he was speaking, I think he'd be a bit irate, wouldn't you? Because someone's accused him.
Incorrect then.
Yeah, I don't think it's formal now. Because someone's accused him and he's not a happy bunny. Luna's just come through the window again. I think I need to get a new diamond painting pen. The end of this one seems to have bent.
Is she drinking?
I think so. Yeah, no, she's in Binksy's bowl. Luna, you're so greedy. I don't think he even left anything. Are you just licking the remnants of the bowl, Luna? That doesn't surprise. I've stuck my tray. That was good. I think I've done all them now. Yep. So good job I put the scoop in the right one, because I can't remember which one I used.
I think you just lick them.
Yeah, that's a bit like too much hard work. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this off camera now, because it's like 50 minutes already. I will see you on Friday for flosstube Friday, because I do plan on getting it out this afternoon, and perhaps one of my other ones later on tonight, because the knitting, I've just taken a break. It'll get done before baby's due, but right now it's just I messed up and I just needed to, I've got so far and I need to take a break, which is what I've done. So yeah, you will see me on Friday, and I'll give you kind of updates on all the things I've been touching this week. Have a fabulous rest of your week, guys. Stay safe as best as you can, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye, guys.